Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Eric with Floral Wedding and Event Designs. We're just doing some floral design this morning. I'm doing a long and low piece that I'd like to just give you a demo on how that works, just from start to finish, and talk about some of the flowers and just give you an idea of what we do here at Bella Flora. We have a wedding today, and so one of the pieces that the bride has requested is a small long and low design, and trying to make sure you get in the photo, the video. And this is for the mantle, the mantle fireplace. At this particular venue, there is a fireplace right next to where the ceremony takes place, and sometimes they want to decorate it. It's about a 6-foot mantle space. And there may be a venue that you are looking at, and there may be some unique features about that venue that you may say, well, what about a little touch of floral here and there? Doesn't have to be much, doesn't have to be a lot. Sometimes just a touch is a nice way to do it. Like this piece right here is only a $50 floral design, and it's just a mini, I call it a mini long and low design. So we start off with our designer dish, and then this is a block of what we call Oasis. You may know of it as floral foam. We soak it, and then it just gives the floral moisture and water. So usually when I do a long and low design, we start off with, I'm going to tilt this just a little bit so you get a better view of it. There we go. Okay, I think that's better. We start off with foliage to create our length. So I've got some pittosporum here, which is a nice foliage that we use. And I'm going to create some length on each side to give you the long and low, of course, long, right, and then a low design. So, and I also have some silver dollar foliage here. So we're just kind of giving it a little bit of a base. I usually mostly add foliage after the floral. Sometimes I'll do a little bit in the beginning, and the idea is to kind of give me a kind of a template as to how far out I'm going, or as far as the floral, how much floral I'm going to be using for length. So I like to start with just a little base. I can always add to that, right? Okay, so then we have some hydrangeas. I'm just going to add 3 hydrangeas to this design, and they're going to be the bulk of this floral. And the idea here is with hydrangeas is that they're very lush. Look how full that is, right? And sometimes brides say, oh, well, I don't want white. I want to go with some other floral. And I say, well, we can do that, or maybe some other color. And I'll be right back. I got one hydrangea right over here that we're going to use. They say, well, I really don't want, I love white for weddings. I love it to be the main color, and then accent that. But not always brides do they like that. So I want to work with them and accommodate them. But what's nice about these hydrangeas is that they're beautiful, they're full, they're lush, they take up a lot of space, and a lot of brides do love hydrangeas. When I buy a hydrangea that is colored already from the venue, or from the wholesale house, usually the cost is like 5 times more than just a solid white hydrangea. So sometimes I'll ask the bride, if you want, I can buy that for you. Can't guarantee how that's going to come, how dark or how light that's going to be, because I order all my floral. Or I can tint that, and even then, it's not going to look like it's naturally grown, but it's going to be pretty close. I'll have a lot of brides that see the hydrangeas after I've done them, and they go, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that wasn't naturally grown. So we can do that. We can tint floral. We can purchase them, but gosh, the best way to go is white, only because unless you don't like hydrangeas, some brides are like, no, I want more foliage. I want more other floral. So now I'm creating more length with these are Vendella roses. These are kind of a creamy white. Get a nice one here, creamy white rose. Aren't those pretty? So we've cleaned these and prepped these, and then we've let them open up a little bit. These have been in the cooler for a little while. And so what we call it is harden off. They harden off, easier to use when they've been in the cooler. The stems are a little bit stiffer. and so it's easier to cut. And so this again will be a one-sided. This back side will be up against the wall. So I usually try to fill in floral in the back, but I don't really have to use a lot of floral. I can do most of it on this side because this is what the guests are going to be seeing, okay, when they sit. So you have some system to this, and then some, it doesn't have to be. I don't like to do things totally with symmetry, a little bit, but not like exact. Sometimes floral will sit next to each other. We've got these pretty dendrobium white orchids, and these are nice too to create that length that we're looking for. I've added just a few to this order. Remember, this is it may sound like a lot of money, but it's depends on, you know, what your pocketbook is, or your normal. It's all relative, right? But this is not a lot of money in the floral world. $50 goes real fast. If you think of it like this, I like to tell brides that, you know, you're looking at about every stem is roughly around an average of $5. So if you have 10 stems, you're already at 50 right there, right? So we're adding some white spray roses right now. We've added our dendrobium. Okay. And now I've got some of these really cool Orchids. Aren't they pretty? Look how pretty these are. They're like Queen Anne's lace, but instead they have a little bit of petal to it. It's just they're just gorgeous. And so we're just going to use this as a little bit of a filler here. Kind of take up now some of the I'll bring this over so you can see it a little bit better. Take up some of the open spaces. See, can you see that, how that's turning out? And I like to say, don't try this at home, because some people see me design and they go, oh my gosh, the guy is so fast. Well, I've been doing this since I was a kid, right? My family goes back 100 years. And I started working in the flower shop, sweeping and making boxes and helping with deliveries when I was like 12, right? And then I used to play in the flower shop. I remember as a kid, just, you know, grade school, I'd go in there and I'd find something. There was always paint, spray paint, and there was always wire and markers and you name it. I was always creating something, designing something. Let's see here. I'm trying to do this and show you at the same time. There we go. So isn't that pretty how that's turning out, that long and low? I'm trying to get you in the camera. And then we'll add a little more foliages. I've got some seeded eucalyptus. This is kind of a different kind. These are a little pointy, these berries, and they're okay. The color's right with this because it's kind of a light green. So we're going to add some here. You know, I hear about brides that, well, I want to save some money and I want to do it like this, and I'm going to let my cousin, you know, or my sister or my girlfriend who took a floral class, I'm going to let her do my wedding. And I got to be honest with you, I know that sounds all well and good, but my response to that is, really? You're going to really let somebody do some floral and you're all going to look at it like, oh, it's nice. I mean, she's not a professional. I mean, these are your pictures that you're going to have. Pictures are going to be taken of your floral design, right? All your wedding pictures are going to have your flowers in them, and this is something you're going to keep for the rest of your life. I mean, isn't it worth having some nice floral design and having your pictures look amazing with some great designs and some, you know, artistry? That's my take, you know. Don't let your cousin do your wedding flowers. Of course, like I let my cousin do my wedding flowers because he works with me, and he's a third generation florist too, so I can get away with it, but not you. So anyway, we're almost done here. I'm going to fill in a little bit more in the back with some foliages, but we're pretty much done. Again, $50 long and low design, right? And this will sit on the mantle like this. And we've got, you know, a number of roses and hydrangeas and Orlea, and some of these white spray roses, some of the dendrobium orchids in here with different, I got 3 different foliages. I've got the pit, I've got the silver dollar, I've got the seeded eucalyptus, and there we have it. It took me, we started here about 10 minutes, so there's a piece for you in 10 minutes. You know, usually it takes a novice a lot longer because they're thinking through the whole process. With me, I don't think through it. I just do it because this is what I've been doing for a long time. But if you're getting married, you need to give me a call. We're located in Southern California in the Temecula area. Preferred vendors for 6 leading wedding venues: Pachanga Casino, Paula Casino, Wilson Creek Winery, Mount Palomar Winery, also Long Shadow Winery, and Europa Village Winery. And we stay real busy. We're going to do about 150 weddings this year. So give me a call. Consultation is free. You'll meet with me. We'll go over a number of packages that we have for you. We have some great specials in the month of June. So we'd love to meet with you for free and do your wedding consultation for flowers. And call me, 714-356-0165. Again, that's 714-356-0165. This is Eric with Bella Flora Wedding and Event Design. If you're getting married in 2017 or 2018, congratulations. But call me, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.